Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm thrilled to share my journey on obtaining the digital nomad visa for Portugal. I'll be talking about my initial application process in Pakistan to my incredible 6 months adventure living as a digital nomad in this beautiful country. So I'll start off with the visa application process. Um, I started my journey by researching the digital nomad visa requirements for Portugal. As a Pakistani citizen, I navigated through the process step by step, gathering the necessary documents and submitting them at Jerry's VFS office in Karachi on March 2nd, 2023. It was a meticulous work, ensuring I had all the required paperwork in place. The requirements for the digital nomad visa will be displayed on the screen. This is for more or less. This is more or less the same for all countries, so you can also benefit from this. Now I'm going to talk about the embassy interview. So after I submitted the documents, the nerve-wracking yet crucial part was the interview at the Portuguese embassy in Islamabad, which took place on the 14th of March. So I submitted my documents on the 2nd of March, and in a week I got a call by the embassy, and I was asked to come to Islamabad, fly to Islamabad, and it was basically an interview at the Portuguese embassy because the embassy is located in Islamabad. I was anxious, but I prepared thoroughly, and the interview went smoothly. It was such a relief to receive my approval for the digital nomad visa, which I got on 14th of April 2023. So almost like 1 month after I gave my interview. I will display some of the interview questions on the video for you to see as well, because there were some questions that were, I think, a bit tricky. This like a normal interview process, of course. I will also share the timeline for the whole process, so you know how many months it took me to actually from sending the emails, the first email, to getting the visa approval, and also my biometrics in Lisbon for the residence card. I'll also share the timeline for that. So now I'm going to talk about my arrival to Portugal, which was on the July 8th. I landed in Lisbon. So I chose Lisbon as my primary city because I feel that the city is really well. I think that my how do you say it? Because I live in Karachi, it's one of the metropolitan cities in Pakistan, and I feel that it's sort of similar to that in the sense that it's a big city, a lot of multicultural aspects to it, and therefore I felt that Lisbon was the best suited for me. The feeling the feeling of stepping into a new country, the sights, the sound, it was exhilarating. I soaked in the vibrant culture, and I started my journey as a digital nomad in Portugal. So it's nothing short of amazing. Exploring the charming streets of Lisbon, indulging in delicious cuisine, meeting incredible people, and working remotely against breathtaking backdrops has been a dream come true. So I've been to several cities in Portugal. I haven't been to Porto, which I think would be my next destination very soon, and definitely will. I think that I really like it again because it's sort of a metropolitan city vibe, and I really like that. So yeah, that was my sort of journey for the past 6 months. I'm just going to talk about some hassles and obstacles, and basically how I navigated through this whole process, but also talk about something that I'm also a bit concerned, but I thought about sharing it with you as well. But it's not something that cannot be fixed, or yeah. So I can't help but feel grateful for this incredible journey experience. Portugal has been more than a destination; it's become a second home to me. However, with that said, I want to share with you some information related to the obstacles and issues I faced here. The biggest the biggest issue right now is delay in issuing the residence permit, even though it has been 4 months now since my biometrics, which was on the 24th of August. So that residence card can help me travel around the country, not the country, basically the Europe, and also go back to my country, travel to the US. My plan was to go to the US, but because I don't have the residence card, I am kind of stuck because my visa also expired. So what happens is that you get a 4 months visa, which then inside the visa you get the biometrics appointment at the CEF, which is the Immigration Border Control Organization, that gives you the residence card, which now has basically been changed to IMA. It's now a different organization altogether. This I think happened in October, November of this year, and 2023. And basically, I'm just waiting right now. It takes 90 working days to get a decision, but it's almost going to be there. So I'm going to follow up that as well. I'm optimistic, and I think that I might be able to obtain it the next month or so. But it has sort of disrupted my travel plans. As I said, that I wanted to go to the US. Second issue that I say is not basically an issue, but it's something that has to be said to those who are coming from an English-speaking country, primarily dominant English-speaking country, or somewhere that where Portuguese would be like, if Portuguese is a Latin language, so it's sort of difficult for those who don't have an exposure to the Latin language. So the language is the barrier is the second thing that I would say is an obstacle. However, I won't complain about that, because it's our responsibility to integrate into this culture, and this is just for those who may have a little bit of difficulty in learning a new language. Otherwise, I think it's a beautiful language. You can actually learn it. It's sort of difficult, but you can get a hold of it if you try to practice as much as you can. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I'm gonna share these videos and some really great aesthetic views that aesthetic videos I took and pictures that I took, so you guys will also enjoy that. If you're considering to apply for the digital nomad visa in Portugal, I hope my journey has inspired you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel and nomad life content. Until next time, obrigado and adios.